Mama?
Wake up, little girl. I'm afraid we have to go now. Can you help me, Mama? James, honey, wake up. I need you to get up right now and come to the kitchen, okay?
What time is it?
Sammy, honey, wake up. Come on, Mr. Sandman. Time to get up now. Scylla Lugan.
Okay.
And then it's 1724. 17. That's 724. Ocean Drive.
We lived with our mom in a little house all by itself out in the dunes. I guess we were poor, but we had the ocean, and that was better than any fancy house. Mama said we were going to Aunt Scylla's, but driving off in the middle of the night just didn't make any sense. For one thing, we never took trips, and here we were heading all the way down to Bridgeport.
You be good now, you hear? You little ones mind what Dicey tells you. You hear me?
Yes, Mama.
Yes, Mama.
It's all right then.
She was always doing that, leaving everything up to me.
Where are we? Why did we stop?
I don't know. You heard everything she said, same as I did. You tell me.
All she said is we gotta stop here. She didn't say why. She never says why.
Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all. What time is it?
I don't know. She's been asleep a long time. And I'm hungry.
Where's Mama?
I don't know. I'm hungry.
You're always hungry.
Me too, and I'm gonna eat. So what do you want me to do? Go look for her?
No. Sammy, give Maybeth the sandwich too. Let her choose for herself. I'm gonna go see what time it is.
Dicey, don't you go away too.
Find her?
Over here. What? I'll be right there.
Your stomach feels weird. Why'd she do this? What's wrong with her?
James. If she isn't back by morning, I think we should go into Bridgeport.
How are we gonna get there? can't drive. Mama took the keys. I think we should go to the police and ask for help.
We can't. If we go to the police, they're just gonna split us up and put us in foster homes. You remember the lady who came to our house? The social worker? Okay, then you know it's true.
I see. Do you think Mama meant to leave us here?
I think she meant to take us to Bridgeport. Mama loves us. That's all I know.
The mall is now closed. What was that name again, please?
In Bridgeport. Stella Logan on Ocean Drive.
Oh, that number's unlisted.
Well, it's an emergency.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear, but we're not allowed to give that information. Can I help you with another call?
Closing up, kid.
Hello?
You know anything about that broken window over there at Record City? You look familiar. What's your name?
Kathy,
Kathy, huh? Where you live, Kathy?
over there.
Why don't we take a little trip together? Sound good,
Well,
huh?
look at Mister.
Stop! Hey, you kid! Hey, you stop right there, kid! You stop right there!
Come on, James, we gotta go. Sammy, Maybeth, wake up. What happened? Tell you later. Get everybody's stuff.
Where are we going?
Now, James! James? You awake?
It's still true.
All right. Let's see, this is where we are in Pewaukee. We're gonna walk along here, Highway 1, until we get to Bridgeport.
What about Mama?
Mama will know we went on to Aunt Silla's, and that's where she'll come to find us.
Okay, but why aren't we taking the bus?
Because we've only got $9 altogether.
$9? Should have had supper last night.
But we did, so it's no good thinking if we didn't. We can't go back, and we gotta go somewhere. We're gonna have to walk. Maybeth?
That's fine, Dicey.
How far is it?
I don't know for sure. It'll be hard. We have to carry as little as possible, just one bag for all of us.
Can I bring my book?
No. Everybody put on clean socks.
Why? It's harder with socks on.
Because you'll get blisters.
I'm not going.
What are you gonna do?
Wait here for Mama. Not here exactly, in the car.
Sammy? Mama's not coming back here. That's what I think. I think maybe she's forgotten.
Mama wouldn't forget me.
No, she wouldn't. But she's forgotten where we are, I think. So if we go on to Aunt Silla's, that's where she'll probably be. We have to go find her.
I don't want to.
I don't want to either, but we have to.
No, we don't.
Then I'll carry you.
I'll get you.
Don't you understand? She's not coming back, not here.
Hey, look!
Oh, no.
Do you think they're looking for us?
What are they doing, Dicey?
We gotta go. Sammy, right now.
No, Dicey.
Come on, walk.
come marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go
Maybe we could live here. It's a bed. It's better than a bed. It's a cloud.
Sammy, don't burn it.
I like it that way.
What's this Aunt Scylla gonna be like?
I don't know. But she lives in a big mansion right next to the ocean.
How do you know?
Mama said.
But she's never even been there. Just that dumb Christmas card every year.
You're done.
I wish we had ketchup and mustard.
And watermelon for dessert.
Yeah, the chocolate sundae with whipped cream and a cherry on top.
Yeah, me too. I wish I had that.
I wish we had Mom. The water is wide. I can't cross o'er, and neither has high wings to fly.
Still true.
We can't walk the bridge. Police could pick us up.
Could we take a boat?
We never stole things. We don't have to steal.
Not steal it. Just borrow it.
Come on, hurry. Get to the back. Get in. Come on, let's go.
Coming. You know what? We're the kind of people go off from. First her father and now Mom. What do you think, Dad? Is there something wrong with us?
I don't know.
I don't care. Dicey? Do you think Mama's dead?
I don't know. How could I know that?
Maybe she just got kidnapped.
That happens to rich people.
Some kids at school said things about Mama. Bad things. About not being married.
Did they say things to Sammy?
Yeah, I think he really got it at school. Some kids said Mama was crazy.
Not to me, they didn't.
That's because you can fight. Craziness can run in families, you know. It's hereditary. No matter what, we're all gonna die. So it doesn't matter what we do. Does it? How much money do we have?
Not much. 26 cents.
What are we gonna eat?
I don't know. We'll find something.
Guys, see, I can't do this anymore. It's not fair to the little kids.
It'll get better.
No, it won't. We gotta get help.
It's hard to know who to trust, and I can't take any chances. Do you understand?
We're just kids. We should have got help from the very beginning.
That's really stupid, James. You know we can't.
No, I don't know. Anything would be better than this. Even a foster home.
We'll make it. I'll think of something.
My stomach hurts.
Mine too. And I'll die if I don't eat.
You won't die, not in one day. Starvation takes days and days. Come on. Come on!
That's a good job, kid. Come back anytime, huh?
You look like you were crying. Can I help? You lost? Can you walk home from here? Parlez-vous français? Can I tell you what I think? I think you don't have a place to sleep, and you're probably hungry and frightened, and you don't want to tell me anything. So far, am I right? I've been in your kind of jam myself, more than once. Why don't you come with me and we'll get you something to eat?
I don't have any money.
I do. It's a great spot, right close by. You made up your mind to trust me yet?
I'm afraid so. But I'm not alone. Is that okay?
Yeah, whatever.
Wait here, please. Sammy, Maybeth, come on. We're gonna get something to eat.
Are you going shadow walking with me? I'm driving to Encillas, driving to Encillas, driving to Encillas, gonna take my pecorilla. Are you driving to Encillas with me? Cause I'm going to the ocean, going to the beach, gonna walk upon the sand in my bare feet. I'm going shadow walking, going shadow walking. Are you going shadow walking with me? Going to Bridgeport, going to Bridgeport.
1688, 1690, 1692, 1694. Is Mama gonna be there? Let's hope, Sammy. Let's hope really hard. I hope. 1720, 1724.
You guys got my numbers, right? Zip code, birthday, football jersey. And you're gonna call me if Aunt Scylla doesn't show, right? Okay. I'm out of here. Organic chem in a half hour. Good man, James.
Thank you, Wendy. Thanks for everything.
Bye, Wendy.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
We're the Tillermans. We're hoping you're our aunt. Our great aunt, Mrs. Syl Logan.
Oh, that is Mother. Not me. I'm her daughter. That is, I was her daughter. Mother passed on this last March. But do come in. No need to loiter on the front stoop.
This way.
I found Mother sitting right there. A Wednesday. Her heart was weak. But she never complained.
We're sorry.
Yes, well, it was a great shock. In fact, I've not been quite the same since Mother went away. People have said that to me. So now, tell me again precisely who you are.
Our mother is your mother's niece. She sent us a Christmas card every year. That's how we knew about Aunt Syl and her address. But I don't even know your name.
Eunice. Eunice Logan. Does that make us second cousins?
I don't know.
So, but where are your parents? How long are you visiting in Bridgeport?
Sam and Mama's not here.
You don't know where your mother is? And your father? Oh, dear, you poor sweet things. Will you excuse me while I make a phone call?
Lest I forget, I went ahead and called up to Pewaukee, and the police there did impound a Plymouth Volare registered to Liza Tillerman. I explained your situation, and they were good enough to wire me $150 against the future sale of the vehicle at police auction.
Eunice, why don't you look after this just for the meantime? Okay with you, Dicey?
Okay, let's get back to the description. Do you remember what your mother was wearing?
Blue jeans. A sweater. A big red sweater with holes in the elbows. Sandals and a purse.
Any jewelry, rings, a watch? No wedding ring?
No.
Had you the same father? Would you know that?
We're not bastards!
It's all right, Eunice. They would know and we wouldn't.
Okay, Dicey, can you think of any place else your mother might have gone? Friends, relatives?
Oh, I should tell you, my mother had one sister, Abigail, who would be the children's grandmother. Abigail was much younger than my mother, and they never got along. Later, we heard she married a dirt farmer by the name of Tillerman.
Which one's our grandmother?
The little girl with the wild hair. I wrote her of Mother's passing, but received no reply.
We phoned our church down there and I asked the pastor to make a visitation. Apparently she has something of a reputation.
Okay. We'll check on it. What was that location, Father?
Oh, Maryland, the town of Crisfield.
Dicey, you think it's possible your mother may have gone there?
I don't think so. She never talked about her.
Okay. Well, we'll do the best we can, kids. Hang in there, kiddo. In the meantime, can I assume the Tillermans are staying here?
Oh, dear.
We're checking on some possible arrangements.
This whole situation has just been so stressful. I'm just not sure yet. I hope you understand.
Tell me about it. I got 4 of my own.
Your little sister barely uttered a word all evening. Is there something wrong with her? Poor girl. I know it can't be easy for you. There, now. There are a few things I feel obligated to tell you. Firstly, I go to Mass every morning at 6:30. And I was hoping that tomorrow you all might join me.
Okay.
Good. Secondly, I'm planning to take the day off tomorrow. It's my first in 7 years.
You don't have to. We'll be okay.
Yes, well, you see, after Mass, we'll be going to the rectory.
What for?
Well, dear Father Joseph has arranged for several of the parish families to meet with your brothers.
Why?
Because I am simply not equipped to harbor 4 active children under this tiny roof. But we girls, God willing, will manage somehow.
But Cousin Eunice, I promised them that we stay together.
You know, Father Joseph said I was a saint to take you in. He said anybody else would turn you over to social services. But I said, I can't do that. They're my flesh and blood.
But you don't understand.
Oh, but I do. We are family, after all. There. I feel so relieved now we've had this little chat, don't you?
By the time Cousin Eunice wakes up, we'll be past New York and on the way to Chrisfield.
You think they're gonna try to catch us?
Anyway, they know we're going. I'd like to know.
Dicey, you ruined it. We can't be running away if they know where we're going.
Will we run away?
We're not running away. We're just going to see.
I'm running away. Before, we were always the ones people ran away from. This time I want us to do it.
Yeah, me too. We're runaways.
You scared? So am I.
High of 85 degrees in Chrisfield today and 88 in Salisbury. However, there is a low-pressure area which is forming north of Baltimore, with a possibility of thunder showers all along the eastern shore in the next few days. Mostly clear skies and breezy conditions will prevail throughout the day, so if you're thinking of getting any sailing in, today would be a perfect day for it.
Something wrong?
WSSL Radio, Richfield, Maryland.
I was looking for the telephone number for Abigail Tillerman.
Why would you do that?
I was gonna call her up and see if she needs some help on her farm.
Hey, I won't hire you. Besides, she hadn't had a phone since the day she came into town through the big plate glass window down at the phone company. You don't want to work for her.
Where is her farm anyway?
Landon Neck. It's off South Main, maybe a mile. There's a bend out there with a new little house right on it. The next mailbox is Abs, but it's about 7 miles. I wouldn't go out there crazy as a coot, that's my opinion. We leave her alone, you should too.
Maybe you're right.
No maybes about it.
Do you know what this is like? It's like Provincetown, isn't it? It smells like it.
Yeah, so what about our grandmother?
She lives 7 miles out of town on Landon Neck Road.
How do we get there?
Listen, James. I want to go out there alone, just in case. I want you to stay here with the little kids. I'll come back for you when I know.
You know what?
If it's okay for us there.
I don't like that, Dicey. What if you get in trouble?
It's better just me than all of us, right? Well, here's the money for lunch and anything.
Okay, but I don't like it.
I'm in charge, James, remember? You little ones, you do what James says, you hear? That's all right then. Mrs. Tellerman?
You're trespassing.
Well, I thought I heard when I knocked. Well, I didn't know if... Well, the fact is, I wondered if you hired me to work for you.
The fact is, you're trespassing. Who told you to come here?
Nobody. I heard you were alone, so I thought I'd try.
I don't know you, do I?
We're new here.
Why aren't you in school?
It's summer.
Not for long.
I didn't say come in.
You never said if you wanted me to work.
How do I know you're not gonna rob me?
I'm not. And it doesn't look like you have much to steal anyway.
Where do you live?
In town. I can work hard. Your barn needs to be painted, and the grass needs to be cut.
I'm not too old to do that.
Well, I can pick and weed.
So can I. So can anybody. Might as well get down a bowl, now that you've invited yourself to lunch. You know what I sometimes think? I sometimes think people might be good to eat. You know, cows and chickens eat corn and grass and turn it into good meat. So when people eat cows and chickens, they might turn it into something even better. Ever think about that? Especially babies. Or children. More tender. You got any brothers or sisters?
No.
Who told you I was alone?
The lady in the grocery store.
Millie. She's the butcher. Can you imagine that? A lady butcher.
Why not?
What'd she tell you about me?
Nothing much.
She tell you I was crazy? My husband's been dead these 4 years and more.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not. I've been happy since he died.
Why?
Kept wanting his shoes polished. Never did polish his own shoes. Do you play the piano?
No.
Oh, too bad. I got one. Haven't played it myself. Never had the time. My children did. But they died too. All 3 of them. That was a relief. What do you think about death? What don't you think?
I think it's a quiet place. At the end. Where you can rest and you don't have to fight anymore.
Not quite. Not for the maggots and worms.
I wouldn't care about that if I was dead.
Where? You going? You didn't even offer to help with the dishes. Don't bother. I know what children are like. Don't you even want to know if I want you to work for me? Well, I don't. I know who you are. You hear me? I know who you are, and you can't stay here.
Then who am I?
I knew the minute you knocked at the door. That's why I went out back. A polite person would have gone away. You're the oldest. Can't remember your name.
You don't know who I am.
You're Liza's daughter. Some ungodly name she gave you, her and that Francis.
Who told you?
Connecticut. What's her name? Just like a mother. Maudlin, simpering fool.
Cousin Eunice?
Yeah. That's it. Send the cops around here looking for you. They said one's retarded. Never says boo. Is she?
No. Not that it concerns you. My name's Dicey.
That's right. remember now.
I'm going.
Suit yourself. Where you all planning on sleeping tonight?
We're moving on. We don't need a place to stay.
Don't lie to me, girl. You're runaways.
There's no point in staying here.
I said sleep, not stay. No reason for you not to sleep here, is there?
Yes, I think there is.
You'll sleep here because you got nowhere else to go.
We do too.
And why'd you come traipsing down here 500 miles just to find me? Huh? Answer me that. Well?
Okay. But
But what? Be nice to them? Nicer than I was to you?
yeah.
I'm not making any promises. Let's get going.
I left them right here.
James? Dicey! Dicey!
Sammy!
I called James!
Told him what? I tell you, I was scared.
Told him you'd be back.
Well, where is he? Where's Maybeth?
They walked out to the farm. We waited a long time, and James said you were wrong. We should have all gone together. And he said I had to do what he said. But I said no. He said you said to. I said you said to stay here and do what he said, not go off because he said to. So we took Maybeth.
He thinks he's so smart. And he is smart. But I told him to stay here. I told him.
Are you the grandmother?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to call you?
Let's get back.
What about James and Maybeth? I can't just leave them.
You already did. They'll find their own way.
What's it like?
Run down.
Are we gonna stay?
Just tonight.
That's okay, Darcy.
James? James? I'm gonna go find them. Do you want to come or stay?
I'll stay.
She's not friendly.
Neither am I. Simon's alone downtown. I'll go back and get him if everything's okay.
Everything's not okay. Sammy's here. She doesn't have a car. She uses a boat. That wasn't very smart, James.
You know, well, I thought it was when I first started out.
Well, don't worry. She doesn't want us to stay. But we can sleep here tonight.
Then where do we go?
I don't know yet.
Anyway, this is where Mama lived. It's beautiful.
It's a wreck. She hasn't taken care of it. But it's big. Big enough for all of us. Who cares? We won't be staying.
True enough. Be here for supper, so there's work to be done. See, you found them. James. Maybe. I've got crab pots set down by the dock. We'll fetch the crabs.
I will.
Me too.
James and Sammy will. There's a basket out by the back steps. All right, I eat early, and so will you. You two come with me. I'll show you where to sleep. That's my bedroom, and that's my bathroom. There's a bathroom at the far end. Some sheets in one of the bureaus, I can't recollect which. Go on.
Perhaps it's like a ghost house. Look at it this way, Beth. It's only for one night. We can do that.
And so can I. They're coming in too fast. They always do this time of year. Gotta start canning. Can she pick beans?
Can you? Sure, I guess so.
Okay, over there then. And, bring them back here to me. And take the biggest. You, go into the barn. Up against the far wall, there's a bin of potatoes. Get what we need, And keep your shoes on. I don't know what all is on that floor.
Oh, man, how do we get them out of there?
You think they bite?
Here they come.
Watch out, go back in! They're getting away! Oh my God! Look at them go!
goes to the sink. Don't you know potatoes have to be scrubbed? Did she take the ends off beans?
Sure. There's a boat in the barn.
I know that. Been there for years.
Whose boat is it?
Mine.
Well, I know that, but whose?
One of my boys built it. He built it and he sailed it.
Where are the sails? Will it still float?
I don't know if it's still seaworthy. It's no concern of yours. I can hear what you're thinking.
Maybe you can.
Sure, see them. They looked at the door and they looked at us and gone. I didn't know things could go sideways so fast. Boy, are they smart.
We closed the doors and sent the traps back where they were. Is that right?
Right enough. What you use for bait?
What should we use?
Fish. You gotta catch the fish.
Can I go down after dinner? Do you have any line?
There's no point to it.
So what? I'll go with you, Sammy.
So, where's your mother?
We don't know.
Police can't find her?
Not yet.
So you run off from somebody who was trying to help you. Why'd you do that?
It wasn't right for us there.
Think other people have to just jump up and down because you say so? What about your father? He run away too?
Yeah, right after Sammy was born.
He should have come back here when he run out on her.
She didn't want to.
How do you know?
I can't remember, but it made her cry.
What's it matter anyway?
Mama matters to me.
She went off and left you.
She wanted to come back
How do you know that?
because she loved me. Didn't she, Daisy?
Yes, she did. She loved us all. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
What are we gonna do tomorrow?
She doesn't want us to stay. She said so.
Well, neither do I, even if it is fun.
What about you, James?
Well, it'd be okay here.
Maybeth?
You want to, don't you?
In the morning, I say we get started on something useful before she wakes up. That way she'll have to keep us here for the day. If she tells us to go, we can say we will as soon as we finish the job.
What if she means it?
She does mean it. That's the trouble, isn't it? Look, we'll pretend that we're not even thinking about staying. But every day we do some work that needs to be done, so it's worth her while to keep us. If we get her to put it off, maybe she'll get used to us and forget that she wants us to go away.
I don't think she likes me.
That doesn't matter, Sammy. It's not her I'm thinking about. It's us. This was our mama's house. Okay? Well, that's okay then.
do it.
You're gonna wake her up.
Wash your hands. I see you don't make your own beds.
I'll do that.
No. You'll each do your own. I like that honeysuckle. Honeysuckle's been there for years. It's kind of tenacious plant I have to respect.
Honeysuckle is parasitic. It can be trained to get back, but if it proliferates without being controlled, it chokes out other growth.
It's bad.
Where'd you learn a word like proliferate? That honeysuckle will take you all day at least. You can't just let the vines pile up. You have to go out on the marsh.
James, go help her.
Front must be clear by the size of that pile in the marsh. There's more in the boat. When you're done, you better rub down those tools with a tack cloth, or they'll rust. I got groceries to put away. You did a good day's work. I suppose you'll be moving on tomorrow.
There's still honeysuckle to be pulled.
Don't know why you carried it so far into the marsh. Leave it at the front end, wrapped by spring. James, you look like you could use 2 pieces of chicken.
Going to the ocean, going to the beach. Gonna walk upon the sand in my bare feet. I'm going shallow walking, going shallow walking. Are you going shallow walking with me? Going down to Chrisfield, going down to Chrisfield, going down to Chrisfield. With blisters on my heels, are you going down to Chrisfield with me? 'Cause I'm going to the ocean, going to the beach. Gonna walk upon the sand in my bare feet. I'm going shallow walking, going shallow walking.
I'll give you this much. Mama taught you how to sing.
Did you ever sing to our mama?
I don't recall. If you want to wash any clothes tonight's the time I'll be using this sink for canning tomorrow. Where'd you hear that song?
A friend taught it to us. Someone we met along the way.
Wendy.
Wendy who?
I don't know, it was out of college.
What were you doing at a college?
Well, we were just coming into New Haven. And it was late. It was raining. We finally found a place to sleep behind this big dumpster. But Dicey stayed with us. We never met this guy. He took us to this really cool restaurant. And the chef started inching slowly up, taking the sprinklers off his teeth. And the next morning, he told us to leave.
Good night.
Good night. Will you be moving on tomorrow?
Your mailbox needs bracing, and there's some patching to be done in the barn. You have wood there, don't you?
It's gonna rain. There's storms brewing. I guess everybody knows I got a letter from your cousin. Apparently, she feels it's her God-given duty to look after you. She's making arrangements, I don't know what all, something about you girls with her. And the boys with a family not too far away.
But...
No buts, girl. What happens in life isn't always up to us. And there's news about your mother. But I'm afraid it's not good. They found her.
Who did? Where?
The police up around Boston. They got her in some state hospital. The mental ward. She's... You know what catatonic means?
It means you won't respond to anything.
That's right. Your mother. Well, she doesn't speak, doesn't seem to hear what's said to her, won't feed herself, won't move at all, nothing.
Are they sure it's Mama? They cut her hair. Is she gonna get better?
They don't think so.
You mean old lady? She'll get better, maybe. I don't care what they say. I won't believe them. Sorry, Dicey.
Me too. I'm sorry too.
You could help me. I need the right tomatoes picked. The squashes and cukes that are along the ground. Drainage is so bad they'll rot if we don't get them in.
I see! Really fun out here!
Give me here, I'll take them.
Is that the last one? Who needs towel? I do. Wipe your feet. We're gonna go in the house. Can't you even feed yourself? Mop it up. What's the matter with you? Answer me! Or is this the way she usually is and it's all been an act up until now?
Something's wrong with her arm.
What's wrong?
I don't know. She says it hurts.
How long has it hurt?
Since yesterday morning.
Why didn't you say something? Come on. Come on, come with me. Come on, come with me. Most likely just a pull tendon. You'd really be yelling if you broke it. Unless you yell as much as you talk. Now, please, stand still when somebody's trying to help you. Yanking on that honeysuckle, it doesn't surprise me. Why you were out there at all this morning is beyond me. Then you don't say anything, do you?
She does, if you listen.
Don't you see I'm trying to get your sister to speak for herself?
Well, why don't you just let me tell her?
Just keep out of it. Your cousin in Bridgeport, she thinks you're retarded. Is it true? I'm asking Maybeth. I'm asking you. Is it true?
I don't think I am. I don't know just what it means. But if it's such a bad thing to be, why do you want to know?
You'll have to take it easy for a couple of weeks, okay? Me, myself, I shut up more times than I care to remember. Mostly just afraid, I guess. But if you don't speak up when you should, you might never get the chance to make it right.
Did you love our mama?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I'm glad.
Well, that's all right then. Thank you.
It's okay, Dicey. I'm better now.
What are your plans for the day?
Clean out the barn.
Oh, no, not without sunlight. It's as dark as a tomb in there.
We'll wash windows.
In the rain?
It's not raining inside.
I can use some help in the kitchen.
Lost my partner, what do I do? Skip to my loo, my darling. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip to my loo, my darling. I'll get another one prettier than you. I'll get another one prettier than you. I'll get another one prettier than you. Skip to my loo, my darling.
Sammy? You almost done up here? Sammy? Have you seen Sammy?
You ran through a while back. We're in an hour. Didn't he say where he was going?
What are you doing? You're supposed to be washing windows.
We're finished.
We'll do them again. We gotta look busy. Where's Sammy?
So you just go running off without telling anybody where you're going? Your sister was worried about you.
You weren't, were you?
No.
Why are you yelling at me about it?
Don't be rude, Sammy.
But it's the truth. I'm sorry, Dicey. I got tired of windows. So I bailed out the boat so the motor won't get covered with water. Then I took the crab pots.
Next time, tell me where you're going, okay?
Okay.
Now go get on some dry clothes. Hang up the towel.
Doesn't he get punished?
No. Why should he? He was just trying to help.
You'll ruin him. He's willful, needs to learn.
No, he doesn't need to learn to give in and give up. That's what you mean, isn't it? The way Sammy is, he's not perfect. But he's all right. Stubbornness isn't bad.
He fights.
So do I. I'm glad he knows how.
If you didn't know it already, you can't be working a 6-year-old all day long. In the barn, I think there's a bike somewhere near his size.
Don't lean. Keep on. Okay. Steady those bars. That way. Pop, pop, pop. That's it. Don't lean. I'm okay. Way to go. Don't go too far, Sammy. Dicey! Sammy! It's time for supper! Dicey! Sammy!
At least the majority of us made it on time. Your children saved the vegetables for me today. And for that, I give you thanks.
You're welcome.
Yep. Let's eat, folks, before it gets cold.
How come you don't have a phone?
Took it out years ago.
Why would you do that?
You're too young. You wouldn't understand. At least I used to understand. You see my boy Bullet? He was in the Army.
What kind of name is Bullet?
It was a nickname.
What was his real name?
Sam. Samuel.
Oh, like Sammy. Mama must have named him after her brother. Was he like Sammy is?
Do you want this story or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Bullet was in the Army, and I guess somebody somewhere thought it was important that he go fight in some foolish war.
Vietnam?
Yeah. They called me up on that telephone to tell me he was killed. I had to do something. And what I did was, I went downtown and I threw it right through the phone company window. They were surprised, I can tell you. Didn't do any good, of course. But it was better than doing nothing. Mosquitoes are pretty bad this time of year. Might be a good idea to patch those upstairs screens.
And James and I can do that tomorrow.
I can ride. What's for supper?
Wash your hands.
When you've done that, go to your room.
But I'm hungry.
Well, that'll help you to remember. Get me? Did you tell your sister where you were going? Did he tell you? Did he have your permission?
Sort of.
Sort of. How do you sort of give permission to go gallivanting all day long and then miss supper? Do you say, okay, Sammy, go sort of run wild and then sort of let people worry? What are you, stupid girl?
It's not her fault. Don't yell at Dicey.
I will yell at whom I please, and I've told you to go to your room.
No.
Dicey.
It's not right, James. It's not right to send him to bed hungry. I can't let it happen. Sit down, Sammy. You don't understand. Not what it is to be hungry. It doesn't serve any purpose to punish him that way. Sit down, Sammy. But you're not to ride your bike again until I say so.
Aunt Dicey.
I mean it. No matter what, will you obey? You have to say when you're going off.
I know, I will. I'm sorry, Daisy. I'm sorry to you, too, but it's my fault, not Dicey's.
You're a child.
So is Dicey.
Whose house is this? Whose food? Whose table?
You're right. It's not our house, and that's what you said from the very beginning. But we're not your family. You meant that too, didn't you?
I will not have this talking back.
But it's not talking back. It's explaining. We're just trying to get to the truth.
You're in my home. My home! Not yours.
Are you expecting us to stay then?
No. Couldn't sleep, so I was writing that silly cousin of yours. What are you staring at, girl?
You. You're pretty. I never noticed.
Sit down. Get a glass of milk first. I've got something I should say to you.
It's okay. I'm not gonna argue about staying.
Wouldn't do you any good. I want to explain. I've never explained before to anyone. But I have to now, because in a way I do want to keep you here. But I can't. I'm old. Not very old yet. I'm getting older. When my husband died, he left some insurance money, enough for me to go on if I lived carefully. What with the grocery bill this week, I'm already going to have to die a month sooner than I planned.
That's crazy.
It's a joke, girl. What I mean to explain is, I don't have the money for raising more kids.
But with a farm, there must be lots of ways to get money. James says you could grow Christmas trees. Everybody buys a Christmas tree.
There's more. Which, if you can't understand now, there's always later. I was married for 38 years. When you marry someone, you make promises. I kept those promises. Love, honor, and obey. Even when I didn't want to, I kept them. I always went his way.
It's hard to believe.
It is, isn't it? But my husband was a man always sure he was right and you were wrong. And I guess I learned early on how to give up, give in. Since he died, I've been different. It's my own life I'm living now. No lies, no pretending. No standing back quiet when I want to fight.
It's okay. I understand.
I never got the chance to show that to your mom. She stuck around here for a long time just because she felt sorry for me. Did you know that?
No. She never talked about you.
You know what I said to her just before she left this house? She was 21 and pregnant with you. I said, we don't want to hear anything from you till we hear you've been married. My husband was right beside me, and I knew that's what he would say. But I was the one to say it. You know what she said? She said, I'll never get married. She wasn't angry. She said it gentle. Like Maybeth.
Why didn't she want to get married?
Because she'd seen what happens. They all left. Everyone. They couldn't stay here. Every one of my children. They ran as fast and as far as they could. My Sammy, he died of it. And that was hard. And then John, and then your poor mama. I failed them. I was responsible. I can't have that responsibility again. No, not to fail again.
But we'll help you this time.
You help your cousin instead.
But she's only taking us because she thinks it's her duty. Or a job or something.
Yeah. Maybe this letter will straighten her out on a few things. Make it a little easier for you. You best get to bed now. You can take this with you in the morning.
But we haven't finished the barn yet.
Bus leaves at 8 o'clock sharp. So we leave here at 7:30. Turn out the lights when you're done.
You should let us stay, you know. You should.
Don't you listen, girl? I said no. And there's an end to it. How many eggs does everybody want?
We're not hungry.
Suit yourselves.
Morning, Ab. What can I...
Millie,
Hold on.
I'd like you to meet my grandchildren. This is Dicey, James, Maybeth, and this one's Sammy.
Well, pleasure's mine, I'm sure.
Okay, Tillermans. Let's keep it going. Can't be growing old in a damn grocery store. Millie, you ever buy a Christmas tree?
Yeah, every year. Why?
You like us, don't you? Do no matter what you say, I know.
Never said I didn't. Ready to go home?
Ready.
When Sammy asked her what we should call her, she said, "Call me Graham." I guess you never know where roads will end. You just know that they do.
The water is wide.